All right. We are fucking live. How you boys doing today?
I'm doing
Good.
fantastic. I just got back from the gym, did some shopping. I'm excited about today because we have a fuck ton to talk about.
I did, bro.
Definitely.
This might be our longest podcast ever. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Um, so I guess to start it off, Marvel just had their Comic-Con announcement, and basically they announced a lot of shit, bro. I think, to be honest with you, I think they kind of give us too much. I didn't expect them to give us
Yeah,
that much.
Yeah.
yeah.
2 phases back to back.
Now I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently, Comic-Con, which is supposed to be was the appetizer. And apparently, D23, which is a Disney expo that they hold in September every year, that's going to be the full course. So what we got right now is just a little appetizer. But what we're about to see in a few months is it'll be even more crazy, which is crazy because we have so much content already.
Dude,
I'm gonna be
hella.
honest with you. I feel bad for this VFX artist. Like, I feel like they're gonna start killing themselves, bro.
No, definitely, they definitely are. So just kind of an overview of what we're going to be talking about today. Is we're talking about the Marvel announcements. We're talking about DC. We got some DC stuff in the works right now, and kind of the state on DC, what they're doing with their shit. Um, we got a little bit of Marvel's in the works with some other shit. Yeah, like Mario said, where they're working on some shit they're gonna reveal at D23. We also got some other Marvel stuff, like an EA Black Panther game supposed to be coming out. We got a little bit of X-Men news, not really, but we'll kind of get into that as kind of we get to it. And then some other stuff like unannounced projects, like maybe a Deadpool or another Spider-Man or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But to get started, I really want to talk about this Black Adam movie.
Yeah, so let's start. I say we start with the DC stuff really quickly because
Yes.
it's going to be very short today. It's going to be very short.
We'll save all
Go
the
ahead.
big stuff for the end. We'll save the big stuff for the end.
Yeah, which is going to be the majority of this. But yeah, DC, really quickly, Nick, if you could, go on your phone, go on TikTok. And I just want to see, because I'm live right now on TikTok. So I just want to see, let me know what you see. But yeah, I'll start it off. So yeah, DC, they showed up to Comic-Con, not with too much. We already knew Shazam 2 was coming out, which is Shazam Fury of the Gods. And we also know Black Adam is coming out. That's all we really got. We know Aquaman 2 is somewhere later in the future. And we also know the Flash movie is somewhere with Ezra doing his thing. I don't know if that movie is ever going to see the light of day. But Bart, did you see some of the DC event?
Yeah. So they did pretty good. They brought out some cast members and everything. But yeah, so they did confirm it. We are going to get the Flash movie. They didn't give a specific date or anything. But yeah, Ezra Miller is being Ezra Miller right now. Let's just say he's a reverse Flash.
Yeah, he's basically the reverse Flash. I don't know, Nick, if you want to go into that more detail on the Black Adam movie, and then we can move on to Shazam.
So basically to start off, Black Adam, he's kind of similar to like a Superman-ish character, a Bizarro-ish character, if you will. But I just recently saw the trailer. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but that trailer looked pretty fucking sick. They got They got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play Black Adam, which I think was pretty solid casting. I don't think it was perfect by any means, but I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is actually a very solid choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I also watched a quick video the other day on kind of the origins of Black Adam and like where he came from. Basically, Black Adam comes from there's this doctor, and he's looking for like basically there's this myth going around that Black Adam exists and stuff like that. So he goes to this cave to like research some stuff like that, and he finds his statue, and then he yells the words like Black Adam or Shazam or some bullshit like that, and then this guy comes out of here all fucking yoked up, fucking rocking around like this, 24/7, comes out of nowhere, and it's Black Adam, and he basically I don't know anything besides that, but I do know that he's tied into Shazam because that's basically how Shazam comes to fruition is because Shazam wants to stop Black Adam.
Basically. Yeah, I also don't know. I don't know too much about Black Adam. I know, obviously, we know Dwayne the Rock Johnson is playing him now. With the state of the DCEU, I don't know how this is going to tie into the DCEU because as of right now, the Justice League. There is no Justice League. Okay, Ben Affleck, he's not coming back. He doesn't want to. So the guy who played Cyborg has been bullied to not play Cyborg anymore. Henry Cavill doesn't really want to return as Superman just because of all the controversy that surrounded the very first Justice League movie. Yeah. We have Ezra Miller doing Ezra Miller stuff. We also have Amber Heard, who is possibly going to be replaced in Aquaman 2. There's like DC is kind of fucked at the moment. So I don't know how well this movie's going to do. DC's pretty good with their standalone movies when it comes to like the Batman and Joker. But I'm going to be honest, I don't know how hyped I am for this movie. I don't really care.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is my unpopular opinion. I think DC hasn't been too bad lately. With their Bart, you're kind of glitching out. So
wait, am I good now?
You're still kind of glitching.
How about now?
So with their last couple, when their last couple, I liked what was it called? Suicide Squad 2. I liked that one. That was pretty solid. I liked the Batman. That was pretty solid. Peacemaker is pretty solid. I think recently with their last few projects, they've done pretty well. The only thing I have to say is when they get into their mainstream characters like Superman, Batman, and stuff like that, Justice League, that's when they kind of start falling apart because obviously they got a lot of controversy. Not just with like, I don't think it's with the movies itself. It's more with the actors that want to play in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Bart? Because you saw Peacemaker too. So how do you feel about that?
He's glitching out.
Yeah, your homie's glitching out.
Bro, you are glitching out hard, Bart.
How about now?
You're still glitching out.
Okay, I'll pick it up then. What was the question?
So I just want to say that their last recent projects have been pretty solid so far, with Peacemaker, Suicide Squad 2, and Batman. I actually enjoyed those movies.
Yes, no, I agree. I think the DCEU is hit or miss. There's a few good movies, but when it comes to standalone movies, I feel like DC, that's where they really shine. So I'm gonna be honest. The Black Adam movie could hit or miss. The Shazam movie could hit or miss. I heard the first Shazam movie was okay. It was one of the better DCEU movies, but I just don't. When it comes to, unless it's a standalone project, because I know it's standalone. When it comes to like the DCEU, I don't really care. First off, I don't even care about Black Adam, and I don't really care about Shazam. If it was like Superman and Batman, obviously I would care, but they don't. Like the suits at DC don't know what they're doing, so these movies are just hit or miss.
That's the issue too. You said the suits.
Yeah, that's like the biggest issue. So recently, DC got out, or not DC, but WB got bought out. It's either a company buyout or it was a company merger, and so now with the new suits. The high suits at the merger company or the bought out company, basically they want to take the DCEU in the direction that Marvel is going. They've come out and stated that they want a Kevin Feige like figure to helm the DCEU, although they just don't have anybody at the moment, and I don't think they're going to find anybody relatively soon. So until then, I feel like DC is just going to start throwing shit at the wall until something sticks.
I kind of agree with that, to be honest with you. I just wish they would come up with something that would work for the Justice League, bro. Because that's what everyone wants to see from that's invested in the DC lore. They just want to see some Justice League content, especially because Remember when we were growing up and we'd watch the Justice League TV show on
The animated one,
Cartoon Network and shit like that. That was
Yeah.
lit,
Yeah.
bro. That was lit. And then fucking shit started to come out with Marvel, and we're like, oh shit, like Marvel's actually doing a good job with movies. And then we'd like everyone was thinking like, yo, like what if DC did some stuff like this? Because DC had some pretty solid movies back then with the old Batman movies. They had some pretty solid stuff with the old Superman movies, and then just kind of like fell off a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think back then I feel like DC wasn't as like a mess. Well, also the reason that the Christian Bale Batman movies were so good was because they were all directed by the same guy, Christopher Nolan. And if you know who Christopher Nolan is, he's literally one of the greatest directors of all time. He's the one who made Inception, Interstellar, Tenet, a lot of other like literally 9 to 10 out of 10 movies. Like this guy knows what he's doing.
All fantastic movies.
100%. So yeah, that's why those movies were so great.
They have so much potential too. The DC does with all the characters. Dude, like I want to see a movie about Green Lantern but done right. Like, dude, you could involve like all the Lantern cores, bro. That shit would be sick.
Yeah,
all
and so
I would say Blue Lantern, Green Lantern,
Yeah.
Red Lantern,
Yep.
Yellow Lantern.
Yep.
all of them.
Exactly.
I definitely feel like that could be like some sort of trilogy they could do, and obviously like they start out with just the Green Lantern, the Green Lantern Corps, and then they move in to do all the other like Lantern Corps, and then by the third movie they can have like some sort of like Lantern Corps war or something like that. That'd be sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, that would be fire. That would be fire.
Yeah, they tried to do that at the end of the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds. It's Sinestro, like he puts on the ring at the end, the yellow ring, and then yeah, we just got nothing from that.
And then yeah, so before Comic-Con actually started, it was rumored that Henry Cavill was gonna show up at DC Comic-Con. Now that didn't happen, but I feel as if that did happen, although we got all these rumors or all these confirmed things from Marvel, I feel like just if Henry Cavill announced he's returning as Superman, I feel like that would have made DC on par with Marvel. Like that alone, like that's how much power DC has, but they just don't understand how much power they wield.
No, they don't.
Most definitely.
So yeah, there's not too much to talk about DC. So fuck you, DC. Get your shit together.
I'd say DC has their shit together, but stop hiring shitty actors, or I would say problematic actors.
Yeah.
But in other words, Marvel just dropped the biggest fucking nuclear bomb at Comic-Con, bro. They gave us a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, like this is the entire podcast, guys. It's gonna be Marvel.
This is definitely the Marvel show right now.
Yep.
So to start off, basically what they said is that Phase 4 is over with. It ended with Thor: Love and Thunder. And
I thought it was Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm pretty sure it's Wakanda.
No, yeah, definitely. It was Wakanda Forever. So Wakanda Forever.
Regardless, though, it's basically over though. Regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, Phase 4 is over, and I just want to get into a little bit in how did Phase 4 feel compared to all the other phases.
Dude.
Or hold on. Better question. How did Phase 4 feel compared to Phase 1?
See,
go ahead, Bar.
oh, so it's like so you could say that this phase is kind of like phase 1 where they're introducing a bunch of characters and everything like that for us to, relate to or look forward to in the near future for the different phases. But do gotta say, it feels like a little too much. Like they're pushing a lot on us right now, and we kind of don't know how to feel about it. Like some characters are better than other ones. I'm looking forward to seeing like the newer characters like Shang-Chi, but besides that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree. I feel like Phase 1 like shits on Phase 4. I think Phase 4 had some hit or miss movies. I feel as if Shang-Chi was like on par with like Phase 1 through 3. I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home was on par with Phase 1 through 3. Other than those two movies, though, the rest were just kind of like movies. And then the show, I would say most of the shows, I'll be honest, guys, were pretty Moon Knight was good. WandaVision, in my opinion, was pretty good. And then I think Loki was probably the best show. to come out of Phase 4, because that was I think Loki was like the only show that really pointed us into a direction. That was like the only MCU project in Phase 4 that pointed us to some sort of direction on what's coming. Whereas
Like we were nowhere.
yeah. Whereas in Phase 1, every single movie followed up on a previous thread from the previous movie, so we knew where we were going. But this entire phase, we don't know where we're going. We do now, but
Yeah.
So what I would say is, to be honest with you, I think Phase 1 was not. I wouldn't say it's better, but I would say it's different. You know what I mean? Well, because in Phase 1, it's literally all the OG characters: Iron Man, Hulk, Thor. Who else is there?
Black Widow, Hawkeye.
Yeah. Stuff like that, movies like that, and that's where we got the original Avengers movie as well. In this Phase 4, it didn't really. There was no really ending to the phase, or at least we haven't seen it yet. I mean, they might release something in Wakanda Forever that's kind of like, hype worthy, but there's no really like. This entire phase wasn't directed towards building a story. It was just more like introducing characters. You know what I mean? Phase 1 was built for a story. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I mean, obviously we knew about these characters. We already know a lot about these characters, but they built it to get to an Avengers movie. Phase 1, they put out all these shows, put out all these movies, and it didn't really lead anywhere. I mean, what are we gonna see in Wakanda Forever that's really gonna be hype worthy or build on the story?
Nothing. I don't think anything is gonna. I think what follow up on what you were saying, Nick. Maybe instead of treating like phases or each movie as like each movie is like a.
Oh, we lost the guy. I just want to say, what's going on, chat? We got 4 people in chat right now, which is the biggest chat we ever had. So I just want to say what's up to y'all. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the chat, bro. Leave them in the chat.
Hey, I do gotta say though that in Phase 1 there was, like, storytelling wise, I do gotta say they were a lot better compared to the Phase 4 people.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree.
100%. You saw it in especially Iron Man. That was the really set the tone. Iron Man 1 really set the tone for the entire Phase 1.
Dude, I remember a little kid in the theater when I heard the I Am Iron Man music in the background. He got his new red suit and everything like that. I was going crazy.
No, 100%. Hold on. Let me just pull up Phase 1 real quick, just to see what we were working with.
So I mean, luckily now we know where Phase 4 is starting to head. Although, regardless of what we know, what's going to happen now, I still believe that Phase 4 was probably the worst phase we've gotten so far.
Yes.
Regardless of direction or not, we know where this is going now, and since we do know where this is going, I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the shittiest phase. Some of the projects hit, and when I say hit, they hit. Yes. But I would say the majority of them didn't really hit.
Yeah, like, I feel the reason why they gave us all the content that they did and the next phase after this one, or the next two, I mean, is because we were all lost. Like, where the fuck is this leading? I feel like that's the reason why.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think the only reason that they announced the next Avengers movies, which obviously we'll get into, is because first off, I think they got leaked a few days before Comic-Con, and then second off, people were just complaining on where the fuck is the direction for Phase 4.
Yes.
So for Phase 4, I don't think some of the TV shows and some of the movies, I think, played into the storyline of going into now that we know the Kang Dynasty and what's it called? Secret Wars. I think only a couple of them played towards that. The ones I think played towards that, I think Spider-Man played towards that. I think Doctor Strange plays towards that. We have yet to see Black Panther. I think WandaVision plays towards that a little bit. I think Loki definitely plays towards that.
Loki definitely did.
I think other than that, the rest of the movies don't. They're just origin stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
recently, the thing is with like the origin movies or the origin stories, or which they're great and all, but Kevin Feige actually recently said that not every single character is gonna mess with the main storyline. So for example, Moon Knight, like just because we saw Moon Knight doesn't mean he's gonna see the Avengers like ever. Like they could just be its own thing like forever. Like he might not ever run into like the Avengers or Spider-Man or anything like that. Like he could just be his own little guy, like doing his own thing, So I mean that's cool and all too. I don't mind having like side characters doing their own thing, but I think Phase 1 through 3 still did it better.
Yeah, they really did, because they were all like, even the side characters were somewhat like tied into Phase 1 story. Like we see, dude, what's that one agent, the one that recruited them all and then died in the Avengers and brought them all together?
Oh,
Agent Coulson. Yeah. Remember, like after they came out, he had like his own little Netflix series. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently it was pretty good too.
Yeah, I did watch it. It's pretty solid.
I think what Marvel needs to do is, before they release any kind of content, I think they need to kind of explain if it's this movie or this show plays towards the movie. Like they'll have like a little like thing on Disney Plus saying, "Oh, this plays towards the Kang Dynasty," or "This is a standalone," or you know what I mean? I feel like that would, because right now the problem is that people want to watch everything not because it's good, because they want to understand the story. You know what I mean? They don't want to miss out on the story. 100%.
Yeah,
I feel like if they put a difference of what movies and what shows go to which story, I think that would prevent a lot of the frustration that everyone's kind of feeling right now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, some of these projects I'm not hyped for at all, but I'm watching them just so that I can understand the story in the future. Like I don't want to skip these projects and then watch like Avengers and be like, oh wait, what is this from? I didn't see this. Oh, well, it's from this show. But like, oh, okay, well now I gotta go watch that show.
Yeah, if you didn't watch Loki, you'd be fucking lost right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And you will be too, because they officially announced Kang Dynasty, and that's who the main villain was in Loki, is Kang. So yeah. if I'm saying this right now, watch Loki before you watch Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars.
100%.
There's a lot of theories going around too, basically saying like Kang is the main villain of the story, so to say, but we all know that the main like villain in Secret Wars is Doctor Doom.
Yeah. I definitely want to talk about that, but first, before we talk about like Secret Wars and Avengers, I think we should build up to that. I mean, so not only did Marvel release Phase 5, but they also released some projects for Phase 6. But first, I say we should just get into these Phase 5 projects, which there's a fuck ton of them, and some of them are way more hyped than others.
Let me go down the list. I got them all written down right here. So basically, they released Phase 5, and they had this big old graphic behind Kevin Feige while I was at Comic-Con on Stage 6. So they went first. So I want to say, I don't know why they did this, but this kind of confused me. Did you guys notice that on the little graphic, some of them have dates, and then some of them just say summer 23 or winter 24? I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they're
they've done that every single time they go to Comic-Con because they don't have a set date. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't doubt some of these movies get pushed further back. Like for Avengers, I'm gonna be honest, I think they announced Avengers just because of the hate of Phase 4 was getting. But I feel like it says 2025. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think those movies are gonna come out for 2026 or 2027.
I hope, like, I want them to take their time, and if that pushing those dates, that will work.
I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. So with the first one starting off Phase 5, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is set to release on February 17th, 2023.
Now,
so that's the first one.
In my opinion, this is probably the most hyped movie, like off the top of my head, just because we know who the main villain is. The main villain is a variant of Kang, so we already know we're gonna see Kang. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a very, very shitty quality version of the Quantumania trailer out there because they showed it at Comic-Con. I watched it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really understand or see what the fuck was happening. But I saw like someone wrote out the dialogue, and basically Ant-Man is like telling Kang, like they confront each other, and Ant-Man's like, "Yeah, I'm an Avenger. You don't know who you're messing with." And Kang's like, bro, an Avenger. I've already killed you before. I'm a conqueror. Like, he literally disrespects the fuck out of Ant-Man. And also, this movie is stated to like leave very, very big effects on the MCU later on. So I'm assuming Ant-Man is gonna get his ass kicked and Kang's about to take a fat dub.
No, definitely. I think I don't think Ant-Man and the Wasp could have come out victorious in this movie. To be honest with you, I think they're just gonna narrowly escape with their lives
or delay.
Or delay, one of the two.
And regardless, even if they kill this version of Kang, like there's billions, trillions of other Kang, because the multiverse is infinite, bro. This man is out there scheming, bro.
Yeah, and
I did.
Hold on, go ahead.
So I did see the trailer, Mario. It was low quality and everything, but we still like. I think it is a different version of Kang, the main one, because his costume is not from like the original, like comic accurate one. I did peep that.
Yeah, he doesn't have like the helmet. Yeah, I think he kind of has like, some of it, some like sort of the suit, but it's not like the one that the big bad Kang.
Yeah, so I think you're right. It might be a variant.
I think it is, but regardless, like this, like I think in Kang Dynasty, we're gonna see multiple versions of Kang. Like it's not gonna be one; it's gonna be multiple.
Yeah.
I also heard that there's some leaks going around saying MODOK is gonna be in Ant-Man too.
I heard about this. Yeah, MODOK. Yeah. He's a very, very influential Marvel villain, but he's also a very big Marvel villain as well. So if they just use him for just this film, I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I'm also not like a big fan of MODOK, so I don't really care either. But I know a lot of people might be upset if they just throw him away after this one movie.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I kind of want to see how they're gonna do with that CG on MODOK.
Dude, he has a fat ass head.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's gonna look pretty goofy. I think he's gonna look goofy.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this the other day, and this is kind of off topic, but I kind of want to announce this or just let this be known. I think I know why these bigger characters are not getting love. Is because they have to put so much CG into making it look good that they think it's like not worth the time, that it's not going to pay off in the box office. You know what I mean? For example, we're not getting any Hulk shit because his entire character is CG. MODOK, we haven't seen it. This is basically the first time we're going to see him, and quite possibly might be the last time as well. A lot more other bigger tank characters that we could see, but we probably won't. Is I think just because they don't want to go to the problem of CGing them in and then not having it pay off in the box office.
Yeah. See, I agree with that halfway, but the other half also, like for Hulk, yes. For the Thing, yes, because I think that also has to be fully CG. But for MODOK, in the Avengers, I don't know if you played the Avengers game, Nick, but the MODOK in that Avengers, he's like a regular dude at first, and he's hella smart, and he basically takes this thing where his brain starts to expand over time. So he's a regular dude, not sitting in his like chair yet at first, which they could just do that. They don't have to use CG. They could just make him like hella evil, hella smart. Maybe make his brain a little goofy. But I feel like they don't have to use CG for everything. But yeah, I also agree. I feel like they just don't. First off, I think they have the money to spend, but it's not. It's too much of a hassle to get these VFX artists to CG an entire movie or entire show for this one, for like a certain character.
Dude,
no, definitely.
If you think about it too, She-Hulk, it's probably almost entirely CG.
Which is why, in my opinion, she looks horrible, bro. We'll get into that one too, but she still looks bad.
100%.
I mean, yeah, kind of, sorta, but then I don't think. Okay, so I think She-Hulk's body looks a lot more, I guess you can say, natural than Hulk's body. Because Hulk's body, bro, that man's like fucking like pushing 500, 600 pound of like fucking pure muscle, bro. She-Hulk is like just a yoked ass girl, if you think about it. I mean, that's kind of like what she looks like in the trailer. She didn't look like anything like abnormal, you know what I mean?
No, it's not her body. It's just the CG. Like it falls into the, I don't know if you guys know this effect, but there's an effect called the uncanny valley where you look human, but there's something a little off, and like no matter what, you can tell that person isn't real or that person isn't human. Her face is a little bit too smooth. Her hair just looks fake. It just doesn't look like hair at all. It looks CG as fuck, and her body just looks so smooth, bro. It looks so perfect. It almost looks like it honestly looks like as bad as Jar Jar Binks, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks pretty bad. It's noticeable.
Misa Jar Jar, Misa Sith Lord.
Yeah, I'm still excited. I'm gonna watch it. It's 9 episodes, but yeah, I don't like. Also because of Daredevil. We'll talk more about She-Hulk when we get there, though.
Yeah. I also saw that Bill Murray's supposed to be in Ant-Man the Wasp too.
Yeah. I heard about that.
That's my boy right there. I mean, if we see my boy Bill Murray in there, he'd be fighting Ghostbusters and shit like that, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, most of the Ant-Man movies are pretty funny. The first one I think was better than the second one. The second one was kind of garbage, in my opinion. But I think this one's going to be pretty funny. But I think this one's also going to take it a little bit more seriously just because of Kang and what this man's about to do.
Yeah. I heard that Ant-Man Scott is a little bit cocky. Did you guys see that or hear anything about that?
So the synopsis of the story is after Endgame, Ant-Man writes a book, right? He writes a book about his tales with the Avengers and how mighty he is, the Ant-Man, the great Ant-Man. And his book goes on to be a best-selling book, and it becomes a little cocky, and it starts to affect his personal life with his daughter, with his girl, and his girl's dad. So he gets a little cocky, and that's why he like brags to King. He's like, bro, I'm an Avenger, bro. And King's like, nah, bro, I've already killed you. I don't fuck with you, bro.
Exactly.
I just want to say what's popping to everyone in the chat. You guys say what's up to everyone in the chat.
What up?
I just want to reiterate if you guys have any questions at all that you guys want us to talk about, put them in the chat. I don't know if we might get to them today. We might not, but put them in the chat and we'll definitely bring them up maybe in a future episode or something.
Yeah, guys, I know why you're here. Start commenting, bro. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Otherwise, I'm gonna start soloing your mother. Okay, and also leave a like on the stream. Okay.
Yeah, hit him with a fist. Hit him with a fist. All right.
Whoa.
So the next movie we have, or it's not a movie. It's a show. It's called Secret Invasion. It's supposed to be coming out spring 2023. Now
I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to see Nick Fury again. But we talked about this one last week, Nick. But there's not much more information we have about this one.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of information on this one until we start seeing some trailers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So the next one we have is Guardians 3, which is set to release May 5th, 2023, which is a couple days before your birthday, Mario.
I'm very excited for that one. That is okay. This one is probably I'm more excited for this movie than any other project in Phase 5 because James Gunn, the director for all three of them, he's come out and basically said like, yeah, guys, like this is the last one. It's gonna be very emotional. When you guys first started watching the Guardians of the Galaxy, you guys are probably like 10 when the first one came out. This story is getting mature. It's going to mature with you guys. This is a very mature story. I think this is going to be one of the greatest Marvel movies, in my opinion. This James Gunn does not miss, bro. He does not miss. He has Peacemaker. He did Peacemaker, and he did Suicide Squad for DC.
And those were all very fucking great too.
Mm-hmm. He knows how to perfectly balance comedy and like drama and seriousness.
No, definitely. I would say that just the Guardians of the Galaxy series in general is just probably one of the best storylines in the Marvel in the MCU.
No, I definitely agree. I think the first one was so like the first one was so good. It made the Guardians of the Galaxy a household name. Before that, did you know who the Guardians of the Galaxy was?
Fuck no.
No. That movie was that good.
Fuck no.
The whole bar is just standing still, bro.
I think it lagged out.
You probably did. It's all good.
But that's what I was thinking before, though. When I start seeing like the trailers for the first one, I'm like, who the fuck are the Guardians of the Galaxy, bro? That literally makes no sense. Who the fuck are they? And then I saw that and I was like, bro, this movie's fucking solid. And then number 2 came out, and then Endgame and Infinity War came out, and they're all in there, and I'm like, yo, Peter Quill's fucking raw. Groot's raw.
Yeah, no, I agree. Rocket's also amazing. Drax right now is kind of a comedic relief, but I think they're gonna give him more of a backstory. I think everybody is gonna get like significant character development in this next Guardians movie.
I honestly, I kind of predict that they're gonna kill off some more people.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I think damn near every single one of the Guardians is gonna die. I think I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a very bold prediction. I think Drax is gonna die. I think Rocket's gonna die. I think the Bug Girl's gonna die. I think the only one that's not gonna die is probably Peter Quill.
Yeah, I agree.
Something like that. I don't know. Or maybe not, because Chris Pratt's getting pretty old, bro. I wouldn't doubt that they kill him off. All right, so really quick recap before the stream ended. We were talking about Marvel's all of Marvel's Phase 5 announcements at Comic-Con of this year, which just happened a few days ago. We started to get to Guardians of the Galaxy. That's where we left off. I think that movie's gonna be great. We started with what we talked about Wakanda Forever for a little bit. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that trailer. We kind of skipped over that trailer, by the way.
Which one?
The Wakanda Forever trailer.
Oh, I mean, okay, so this is my take on the Wakanda Forever trailer. I watched it, except it didn't really make any sense to me. I didn't really understand. Yeah, I didn't really understand where they're trying to go with this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Unfortunately, Chadwick passed away, so that's obviously unfortunate. So they had to deal with that, and they had to write that into the story. In my opinion, I think how they're gonna kill him off is by vibranium poisoning. I saw a theory out there, and that he could have possibly gotten vibranium poisoning by fighting Killmonger in the vibranium mine in the first Black Panther.
Yes, I did see that. And to jump on that, dude, we got to talk about who's going to take over the suit, the mantle, Black Panther.
Yeah, so we don't see too much at all about regarding Black Panther. At the end, we do see like a little like shot. I think it's gonna be Shuri. I think it's gonna be a sister. That would be the only logical person to pick. If it was another person, I feel like people would just be upset. So yeah.
Chat. How do you think Black Panther's gonna die? Put in the comments how do you think Black Panther's gonna die.
So other than that, though, like we don't really have anything. We know that obviously he's gonna die. We know that Namor is in the movie, which is great. He's technically the first mutant. He's half Atlantean, half human. And I think what's gonna happen is some sort of. I think the Wakandians are gonna like fuck with Atlantis or something like that, and then Namor's gonna blame. This is what really is happening. So there's a group of mercenaries that are trying to mine vibranium by going down into the ocean. And allegedly, it's rumored that these mercenaries are hired by Doctor Doom. We don't know yet because obviously we haven't seen Doctor Doom yet. But these mercenaries are trying to mine this vibranium, and so they basically take some Wakandians hostage. I don't know why they would do that, but I guess they need Wakandians to open some sort of a gate or portal or something like that. And it's down. All this vibranium's down the ocean, so I'm assuming the mining that they're doing is kind of fucking up with Namor City, and he gets a little butthurt, blames the Wakandians, and goes to war with the Wakandians, and that's kind of like what I think the story is basically going to be about.
Yeah, I think so. We all know that Namor, he's a pure blood Atlantean, and so if you've seen the trailer, there are different Atlanteans. There's blue looking ones, and then there's regular human skin. And so my theory is that I feel like they're not going to accept Namor as a king because he's not a full blood, and that's going to sort like some type of conflict.
Well, I mean, from my knowledge, Namor is the only half blood. Everybody else is like blue, and they're full blood Atlanteans. He's the only half blood just because his dad fucked a human, and so now he looks like a human, but he has the powers of an Atlantean. I don't know if he's king.
We lost him. We lost him again.
Damn.
His Wi-Fi got soloed.
He is king. When he comes back, he'll answer it, obviously. But yeah, so he is king of Atlantis right now. So I feel like it has to do something with vibranium. Obviously, vibranium is all like what anybody wants from Wakanda. That's what they're known for.
If you think about it, vibranium's like fucking diamonds to these guys in the
Yes,
MCU.
essentially, and you could do fucking shit ton with vibranium, shit ton.
No, literally. But to be honest with you, I'm not really too excited for this movie.
You're not?
I mean, not really. Maybe that's
I'm
maybe that's
excited,
partially
dude.
maybe that's partially because I didn't watch the first one, but
Yeah, no, for me that trailer looked fucking beautiful. I think Black Panther 2 is gonna be a hit. It Dude, they put so much you could see from the trailer. They put time and effort into fuck damn near everything. Dude, Namor, how he looks all Aztec like, also that's a dub.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Bart. I before this trailer came out, I was very not, I wasn't excited for the second Black Panther movie just because of all the controversy that happened on set when they were filming. Obviously, Chadwick's unfortunate passing. So I honestly I didn't give a fuck about this movie. But after that trailer it made me it hit something, bro. And I was like, damn, maybe this movie is gonna be good. And so I'm excited.
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Um, but so getting back to the Phase 5 timeline, we kind of briefly went over Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which we all said which we're really excited for, and we all think it's going to be really fucking beautiful. But after Guardians 3, we got Echo, which comes out summer of 23. And I don't think we have too much. I don't think we have too much information on this one. And
So I don't know if you guys know who Echo is though.
Yes.
Echo is a character from Hawkeye. She's basically she's not the biological daughter of Kingpin, but she's like the adopted daughter of Kingpin, which that's cool. But does she deserve her own show? No.
No.
The only reason I look forward to the show is because allegedly, obviously, Kingpin's gonna be in it and Daredevil's gonna be in it. I don't care about Echo at all, bro. I just care about Daredevil and Kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say so. Basically, fuck Echo. And then
Basically.
and then after Echo, we have Loki season 2. I think this might be one of the most hyped projects of season 5.
100%.
It coming out summer of 23. They don't have an official date, but Kevin Feige did say on set that they're currently recording for it right now. So
Yeah, there's been some leaks. There was like this set where they basically constructed a 1970s style McDonald's because we all know Loki's like has stuff to do with time travel. So we see what's her name? What's the girl version of Loki? The variant, whatever. I don't know. It starts with an S or something like that. But she's like working out of McDonald's, and he's all dressed up in his time variant get up and shit like that. So obviously there's gonna be some time travel. I think it's gonna pick up right where they left off. So that's gonna be exciting.
Definitely.
100%. I honestly, I kind of want to see him go back to the one place where all the other Lokis are chilling at and kind of freeing them. That'd be kind of sick.
Oh yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good scene,
yeah,
bro. I like
yeah.
the old Loki when he was like he was using all of his powers and shit like that. I thought that was sick.
Dude,
Yeah.
he was OP. He was definitely the most powerful Loki.
Yeah, he was
No,
like
no, no.
glorious
No,
Yes,
they-
that shit
they
was fucking dope.
They said the kid Loki was the most powerful.
Really?
That they
Really?
literally
Oh,
said that
damn.
on screen. They said it on screen that he's the most powerful. That's why he was
Doesn't he
the
like
king.
not?
He was the
he
king,
doesn't,
the
he
king of
doesn't
Lokis.
talk though. Doesn't
No,
he like
does.
not talk?
He
though?
does. No, he does.
Oh.
He does.
I thought he was the Loki that was there the longest. I thought that was the
No,
not that he was the most powerful.
So basically what they said, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in chat. Basically what they said is that he's the leader of all the Lokis in that area, and the reason why he's the leader is because he's the strongest, or something along those lines.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
he
gonna be
was
honest,
there the longest.
Yeah, I've only seen Loki once, and I know you recently watched like all those shows, Nick. So you probably have your knowledge is more fresh than mine. So yeah, you could be. You're probably right.
But that would be pretty sick to see that in season 2. Him
Oh,
going back
100%.
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. At first, like when Marvel first started, Loki wasn't like one of my favorite characters, but he's up there now, bro. Like just because of how much character development he's gone through, how much shit he's gone through, I like Loki, bro. I think he's one of the best characters they have right now.
No, he is.
And okay, really quickly though, I think this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, bro. Okay, I think this Loki ultimately is gonna die again. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna keep this Loki alive because he's the only Loki left, bro. And so they're gonna keep him alive until Secret Wars, and then he's gonna run into Thor, and he's like, "Oh shit, bro, And so he's gonna have a moment to where like he can go talk to Thor, but it'll fuck up the timeline even more. Some bullshit like that. And so he wants to go talk to Thor one last time, but he doesn't. And then he fucking like, I don't know, he dies or something like that.
That would be a good plot point.
This Thor, the one in our current timeline, he's lost damn near everything. We see him in the movie Love and Thunder when he has a Rip Loki tat. That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that, the Rip Loki tat.
Yeah.
Hey, guaranteed there's someone out there getting the Rip Loki tat in real life.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
Guaranteed, bro.
Yeah, and then he had the list of everybody like to the right. It was kind of hard to like see, but yeah.
So after Loki season 2, we got the Marvels, which is supposed to come out July 28th, 23.
Wait, what
and
happened?
The Marvels is coming out
Yes.
July
Yes.
28th, 2023.
So all we know about this movie, really quickly, all we know is that obviously Brie Larson is going to be Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau, the girl from WandaVision, she just got her powers by mere bullshit, in my opinion. And then Miss Marvel. So that's all we know. We know that those are the Marvels. Those characters are the Marvels. So that's all we really know about the show.
And I think this one's gonna be trash as well.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
I didn't like Miss Marvel. I didn't even watch Captain Marvel, and those ones are fucking dog shit. I can only assume that this one's going to be dog shit as well.
Yeah.
And then after that we got Blade, and I think Blade is gonna be a fucking solid ass movie, bro. I don't know.
I would have to agree with that. I agree with that.
Have you guys seen the old Blade movies?
Yeah, I've seen all of them. 1 is amazing, 2 is okay, and Trinity is kind of garbage. But the character of Blade is sick as fuck, bro. This guy is a badass. And if this movie's not rated R, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Oh, most
Yeah.
definitely. I want to see him fucking cutting some fucking heads off or some shit, dude.
Because that's what Blade is, dude. His character is he's a fucking vampire slayer. Like, if they make him, dude, and gee golly type fucking dude, Marvel.
Gee, golly, there's a vampire behind me.
Whoa,
Really?
yes, like, come on, bro. Blade, keep him rated R. Marvel, please do not fuck him up. Same with Daredevil, dude.
Yeah.
What if we see a crossover, dude, between Blade and Morbius? What if he slays Morbius?
That's honestly, I'd be down for that, honestly.
It's Morbin time.
It will be Morbin time if that happens. I'll be down for that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think Blade is also one of the more hype projects, for me at least, for Phase 5.
Yeah, that's actually supposed to be coming out November 3rd, 2023. So next year around this time, kind of, sort of. And then after that we have Ironheart, which is coming out fall of 2023. And I think this has something to do with Iron Man's suits and his girlfriend. Something like that.
So basically, Ironheart is the person who is Ironheart. Her name is Riri Williams, and she's this black girl, and she's gonna be in Wakanda forever. That's why in the Wakanda Forever trailer, you see like this girl like hammering like iron, and then there's like a heart. So that's Ironheart. That's her character. She's not related to Tony Stark at all. She's pretty fucking smart. I don't know how she came into contact with one of it, like his technology and shit. I don't know how that happens, but we're basically gonna see her introduction in Wakanda Forever first.
Yeah.
Hey, but how sick would it be if it was actually Pepper though? Was Pepper was Ironheart?
I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
That would be
or his
pretty
kid,
sick.
or his kid, like his kid.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's what I thought was gonna be Ironheart, but yeah,
She's
there's
really young
actually
though.
already
Still, like canonically in the Marvel universe, she's still like 10 at most.
Yeah, and there actually is a concert, like a Funko Pop that came out of what Ironheart's like uniform, or not uniform, but suit or Mark 1 armor is gonna look like.
Yeah, I've seen that. In Wakanda Forever, it's gonna be very primitive, but I think in her own series, she's gonna build up into her own like suit, because in the comics, she does get a suit damn near like identical to Iron Man.
Exactly.
This one I have some high hopes for though, just because it's very similar to Iron Man. So we'll see.
Hopefully it's good. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
imagine if we see her versus another variant of Tony Stark.
That'd be
Secret
crazy.
Wars.
That would,
Yeah.
bro. That would be sick. That'd be sick. And then the next one we have is Agatha, Coven of Chaos, and it's supposed to be coming out winter 23 of 24. Now, if you guys don't know who Agatha is the main villain from WandaVision. She's basically another witch, kind of sort of like Wanda is, except she kind of perfects magic. I would say more than Wanda. There was like this book of witch spells or something like that, and she like read through all of it and like kind of mastered all of them. So she kind of has a lot more knowledge than Wanda does, as far as spells go.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this show's gonna be about. I think I do think Agatha's a cool character, but giving her her own project is, in my opinion, an L. I think this is gonna be one of the least watched series, just because I feel like nobody gives a fuck. Like, she's a cool character in like projects of somebody else, but I don't know why they would give her her own project. Like, what the fuck is she gonna do in Secret Wars, bro? Like, no.
Yeah, there's you could have chose from a wide variety of fucking characters, and you go with Agatha.
Chad, are you excited for this show? Let me know in the
yeah,
comments if you.
Originally, the show was called something else. It was like Agatha, something of Harkness. I don't know, but they changed her name very recently. Coven of Chaos. I don't know if this is gonna be like her backstory. We don't know if it's gonna be like after, because she didn't die in WandaVision, right? She got captured, right?
Yeah,
she
and
got
she
captured.
made her like a character, like basically a side character.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest. This is like, I'm looking at all. I'm more interested in Echo than I am about this series.
Yeah.
Like
I
this,
mean,
I don't know.
even then, because in WandaVision, she wasn't like really the main villain. Wanda was the main villain of the entire series.
Yeah,
Agatha just
realistically, yeah.
Agatha just came in at the end just to kind of like not save Wanda, but kind of realize some shit, like that she didn't want to be doing evil like this. You know what I mean? So she wasn't in the entire fucking like series. We only got a little bit of her. So whatever they build off on top of that, it could be an origin story. It could be. It's, to be honest, I really just don't know. I don't know what direction they're gonna go with this one.
Yeah, we have zero clue what this is going to be about.
But after this fucking piece of trash, we got possibly the best series they're going to release in the history of the MCU. Daredevil Born Again, which is coming out spring of 2024.
Yes, sir.
Now, when Kevin Feige announced this, he wanted to be known that this is going to be the longest series that the MCU is going to have, which is going to be like, what, 18, 19 episodes, something like that?
18 episodes. Get
Finally,
this 6
bro.
episode format out of my face. Finally,
yeah.
we have some peak. Like, this is going to be a genuine television show.
Yes.
Yeah, and from watching the Netflix series, dude, I want to see him fuck some people up.
So,
Like how he did.
I think this is going to be, if done right, which I think they're going to do him right, this is going to be the best Marvel show of all time. Now, I don't know if you guys are like familiar with the Born Again comic line, because this is like, they're basically adapting it in their own way. But basically, in the beginning of the Born Again comic line, what's his name? Kingpin finds out who Daredevil is. He finds out who Matt Murdock is and goes and destroys his house. So basically, Daredevil, Matt Murdock, he has like one of the worst days of his life, bro. And then to top it all off, Kingpin finds out who he is. So that's how it starts. That's just how it starts, bro. So this is gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking juiced for this one. I'm not gonna lie. I know about the Netflix series, but I haven't watched everything. But I do know that Daredevil is definitely one badass character, and they could definitely do him right. And I hope they do.
I hope they keep it that way too, because I'm concerned that they're gonna. I mean, I don't think Daredevil needs to be rated R, but it definitely needs to be more mature than the average MCU project.
Oh yeah, they push their boundaries a little bit. I feel like with the Multiverse of Madness, like there are some scenes in there that they try to be all scary and shit. And dude, Professor X got his head snapped.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody says that Multiverse of Madness is like gory, but I've watched only. So I actually just started watching the Daredevil show. I am only two episodes in. Just from those 2 episodes alone, it trumps Multiverse of Madness, bro. So hopefully they keep it like that. You gotta make it darker than Multiverse of Madness, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I love Daredevil's original costume. I think it's sick when he just has like the black type of fabric.
Oh
that
yeah,
goes over
yeah.
his
No, I like it, bro. Like
sick.
it's hella like homemade and shit, but it looks raw.
Yeah, it does.
So after Daredevil, we got Captain America: New World Order, and this is gonna be with Sam Wilson instead of the old Cap. So we're gonna see him in his new suit. If you guys haven't seen Captain America and Winter Soldier, or not Captain
Peak suit, by the way. Peak suit.
Yeah, that suit I fucked with this suit heavy.
Yeah,
it is the most comic accurate suit I've ever seen, bro.
I was gonna say this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting that one. It's supposed to be released on May 3rd, 2024. But I'm pretty excited for this one because I really enjoyed what was it called? Winter Soldier and what else?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I enjoyed that series. I think they did pretty decent.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that's one of the better shows. The only problem I had with that show was that the villain was kind of garbage. I liked Agent, the
US
what is
agent.
it, US Agent. I liked his setup. I did like his story and how it became hella violent and shit like that. But like the agent, like the girl, like the terrorist girl, I'm sorry, that was one of the worst villains, bro. I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. The only reason I feel like they had the US agent in there is because they're setting up for fucking Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I like him though. Like I don't think he's a bad. I actually like him.
Yeah, I do too. He would like. Don't get me wrong. He's not our Captain America by any means, but
No.
he portrayed him pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I also think I'm excited to see Sam Wilson as Captain America. I'm hoping Bucky's in the movie because I do like their dynamic. They're like bros. I like that shit.
Yeah,
So,
that shit's funny.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't have the super soldier serum, does he?
No, he does not.
No,
And he's against. I'm pretty sure he's against taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, to be honest with you, he's really not. He's not in any way like he's just a regular ass soldier putting on a suit with a shield. He
Yeah,
has
pretty
no
much.
Essentially,
superhero
yeah.
Qualities. He's no superhero qualities whatsoever.
Mhm.
No, I do think something might happen to him in this movie. I think it's to be one of the darker MCU movies, just because they have to deal with him being Captain America and shit like that. And to me, he proved himself to be Captain America. And I mean, in the comics too, he does become Captain America. And so I'm not too sure why people are complaining that he's not Captain America. I mean, he is. He literally becomes him in the comics. So whatever the comics say is really gospel, bro.
Exactly. And the thing is too, what takes away, or not takes away, but what gives him an advantage too when he's fighting people is his wings. I feel like it makes up for it a little bit because he doesn't have the super soldier serum. But you're right. If he's taking a punch from anybody who has a super soldier serum, he's definitely feeling it. Or like any other villain.
Just by Bucky, bro. Like I feel like Bucky could just
Dude. Yeah, I feel like Bucky could
Well, not only that,
fuck
but he
him
also
up.
has the little drone in his back that he could like send out and shit.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
So he has gadgets and stuff to make up for him not like having the serum.
If you think about it, he's essentially like a Batman type character.
He kind of is, yeah. He kind of is. I feel like he might get like a super soldier serum in this movie, though. I'm not too sure. I do know there's a comic line for New World Order, but I have no clue what that story's about.
I haven't read it yet either.
Well, just with the title alone, New World Order. I mean, I'm assuming that's going to be somewhat political. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Some type of like politics in there between the government and maybe the Avengers or something like that.
Let's see. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at it right now, and apparently it has something to do with Red Skull. Red Skull might come back. But I don't know if that's the case because Red Skull literally is dead. I mean, he's the protector of the Soul Stone. So I don't know how. I don't know who they could replace him with. So
Exactly. Might set something up though.
They're gonna sacrifice. They're gonna sacrifice someone else to make
Yeah.
Red Snow come back.
yeah. Well, no, those stones are destroyed though, because Thanos destroyed the stones.
Yeah, but Red Skull's still on the planet that the Soul Stone was chilling on. Right?
Yeah,
Or no?
that's true. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
He's still chilling on the planet. So what if they just like?
He just got
What if-
bored, bro. He's like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah, what if someone like teleports him or like the Guardians pick him up or some shit? I don't know. Just
That'd be
throwing
cool.
shit out there.
That'd be cool. Maybe they replace him with Doctor Doom, and we get an introduction to Doctor Doom.
Ooh.
Because
Red Skull
go ahead.
What if Red Skull becomes Doctor Doom?
I
That'd
wouldn't
be-
like that.
No,
I
yeah.
wouldn't like that. I would not like that.
Now I'd be like, bruh, what?
No, I do think we're gonna see Doctor Doom sooner than later. I do want them to treat him. They have to set him up correctly. I feel like if they do this correctly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like we can get our next Darth Vader level villain. Like Darth Vader's so iconic, bro. Thanos is so iconic. I feel like if Doctor Doom is done right, we can see another villain that iconic.
Dude, yes. They're hyping up Kang for him to be like the new big bad as well, but he is. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see fucking Doctor Doom is one of my favorite villains for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. So then after we got Captain America: New World Order, we get Thunderbolts, which completes the entire Phase 5, which actually comes out 7/28/2024.
We got a minute.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one, kind of, sorta. Not really.
From what I heard, this is more or less Marvel's version of Suicide Squad.
Essentially, yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near as violent.
No, most definitely not. They're gonna Disneyfy the fuck out of it.
My question is, how are they gonna set up the Thunderbolts when very shortly after we have an Avengers level threat? So I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see Doctor Doom in a lot of either Doctor Doom or Kang in a lot more of these projects than we think.
Yeah, I think so too. Because how are they gonna tie everything in together? With doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Mhm. And when
and
go ahead.
we've already heard like rumors that at a post credit scene where for kind of forever we might see Doctor Doom. So
Yeah.
I mean that's rumored. We've already seen the concept art. If that's real or not, we don't know. But if this is true, I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna see Doom sooner than we think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I think there's a guy dressed as the him on set. Not Doctor Doom, but the guy that Doctor Doom is talking to.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, where like
Yeah.
there's another picture that looks identical to the concept art image.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But now that I just kind of looked this over, the entire Phase 5, I'd say at least half of these are shows.
Yeah.
We're only getting a couple movies out of this. We're not really getting a lot of movies.
Yeah. But if you think about it, dude, we're getting a fuck ton of content.
True, but
Most
this is
definitely.
in the span of 1 year. We're getting, let's see, this is in the span of 1 year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting 5 movies in the span of 1 year. I feel like
insane.
that's, yeah. And then on top of that, the following year we get 2 Avengers movie the same year. So I think we're good.
Yeah, definitely.
I just really hope the quality doesn't suffer because of that shit.
No, I agree. I agree. I think, like I said before the stream went to shit, I do think that they're going to delay a lot of these projects. I feel like they just wanted to get everybody hyped up, but I wouldn't doubt that they delay them. I mean, that's what they did for Phase 4. A lot of Phase 4 was delayed.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically Phase 5 in a nutshell. Now they also revealed Phase 6 as well, but they didn't reveal everything. They just kind of gave us a couple of the beginning projects, and then a couple of the middle projects, and a couple of the end projects as well. So basically, I'm just gonna briefly go over what they have for us in store in Phase 6. Now they showed a graphic kind of like Phase 5, but they had some missing points. So I just kind of briefly go over that. So first, we're gonna get a movie in the fall of 24, which is unannounced. Then the second movie we're gonna get is Fantastic Four, which is coming out November 8th, 2024, which I am excited for.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one. I don't know if you guys saw today, but we're still getting news regarding Comic-Con. Kevin Feige actually came out today and said that the Fantastic Four movie is not going to be an origin movie. He quoted and said that, you guys know the origin story of the Fantastic Four. We're just going to get right into it, which I wouldn't mind seeing the origin story of the Fantastic Four in the MCU. But I mean, I guess I'd rather just get them to fucking already start going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I don't really have to see all that because I do know what happens.
Imagine we just see them.
We've already seen 2 origin stories at this point. I don't think we need to see a third one.
Yeah. Imagine them just like 5 years into it already. They're established as a Fantastic Four.
I guess my question is, where were they though this entire time? If they want to start them off like already, like right out the gate, where were they this entire time?
Exactly.
I'm kind of assuming they're gonna start leaking the Fantastic Four cast in some of these upcoming movies.
No, I think they're going to announce the Fantastic Four cast at the Disney Expo in September. Yeah, September.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to put some of the cast in these upcoming movies that we have.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't doubt it. I've also heard rumors that the Thing is going to show up in the She-Hulk show. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, that's what I've heard.
Bro, hell yeah. That would be sick.
Bro, hey guys, really quickly though, what if they give the Thing like a super amount of like care, where like the Hulk should have gotten the care? So they make the Thing like hella badass and like the Hulk, but I guess the Hulk is like a pussy.
That's what I was thinking too. And if they do that, I'd be fucking pissed the fuck off, because
Same.
I think I could speak for all Marvel fans at this point that we're just tired of having Hulk get shafted every single time with content, how he just gets no love and no content. And if they just do that with a Thing, a brand new character that they're going to put in the one of the last phases they've announced, it really makes no sense. It really just like proves the fact that they're just hating on the Hulk.
Yeah. I don't think they know what they're doing with the Hulk at this point.
And I think that goes back to my first point that I said earlier, is that I just don't think they want to even go into that, just because I don't think they think it's gonna pay off in the long run, or AKA the box office.
Yeah, I feel like if they tried to attempt a World War Hulk movie or show or anything, it would just not do as good, just because they have no setup for that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if they did a trilogy, I think they might be able to pull off some pretty solid.
Yeah, if they did a trilogy where they actually built up his character. I mean, guys, it took one movie for Thanos to be one of the most iconic villains of all time. It took one movie. I mean, to be fair, he is the main character in Infinity War. He has more screen time than any one of the Avengers. So, I mean, that's all I got to do, bro. Just give Hulk one movie, and that's give us some good writing, some good character development. All it takes is one movie, bro.
Dude, he needs some redemption from Infinity War. Thanos pieced him up. That was disgusting.
Yeah. And he's just a bitch. He's a bitch with big muscles and a green cock.
Basically.
So then after the Fantastic Four movie, we got a project coming out in fall of 24. We got a project coming out in winter 24. We got a project coming out in winter 25. We got a project coming out in spring 25. Another project coming out in spring 25. And then after that, we get Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, coming out May 2nd, 2025. Now, I think this one's really going to be focused on Kang. I believe I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Doctor Doom in here as well. But they really haven't announced anything for this movie, so it's all up in the air as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we can only refer to the comics on what happens in the Kang Dynasty comic line, but from what we've already have established in the MCU and what we know is to come, we obviously know currently he's the reigning leader in the entire multiverse. I mean, this man in the end of Loki, within mere seconds, bro, this man runs the multiverse. So we know that. We know in Quantumania, he's going to be in Quantumania. In my opinion, I think, like you said, Nick, I think Ant-Man and the Wasp, they're going to get it out just barely. I think they're going to make it that movie just barely. I think that movie's going to have lasting effects on the MCU going forward. And then we might see him here and there in some other movies before Kang Dynasty. But I think Kang Dynasty is going to be really, really focused on him. And we can always speculate what's going to happen. I can tell you guys what I think is going to happen, but what do you guys think could happen in Kang Dynasty?
Go ahead, Bart.
Go ahead.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
No, you go.
All right. So I seen this theory actually on TikTok that there's going to be a group of Kangs that are going to come together and basically try to fight all the people that we're seeing right now. So all that they're leading up to, Captain Marvel, almost all of them, and different variants of them. And they're going to basically, someone said, lock them into like not an arena type thing. They'll lock all these characters up. And so when they verse each other, it could cause like an incursion. And that's what Secret Wars is going to be, basically like a bunch of variants fighting each other. That's what I've seen.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right, you.
Yeah. Kind of to piggyback off of what Bart said, I think, because we know Loki killed the good Kang, so that basically releases all the other different type of Kangs into the universe, and they can come to fruition. And kind of, they already know about time travel. They know about traveling to different dimensions and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna get a lot, like basically a big giant army of Kangs that kind of teamed up because they want to destroy all the other universes. Just because they want to be like Kang said in Loki, that they want to be the only Kang to live. So they're gonna be, quote unquote, making a war out of trying to be the only person alive. And I think there's gonna be a lot of backstabbing in this movie. I think there's got to be a lot of plot twists in this movie, and something along those lines.
Yeah, I agree. I do. I loosely know what the comic is like. I'm pretty sure what happens in the comic is not going to happen in the movie. I think, like you said, I think Kang's going to go to Earth and with an army, and I think he's going to want to take over Earth. Obviously, the Avengers are going to try to stop him. But in the end, I think what's going to happen is the Avengers are obviously going to lose. It's going to be another Infinity War. They're going to lose a few people. They might be trapped on Battle World, which is what happens in Secret Wars. I think what's going to happen is they're going to leave it off on a cliffhanger. The Avengers lose. A massive incursion happens. And basically, in the end, Kang says, if you guys want to survive, you all must fight for one universe to survive. And so that's what we'll see in Secret Wars. But I think in the end, Doctor Doom is going to come out on top in Secret Wars. And I think in Secret Wars, I think the Avengers are going to lose also in Secret Wars. And then for the rest of the MCU, Doctor Doom is going to basically have control of the MCU until the next Avengers movie.
That'd be sick to leave us
So basically, imagine the time span of Infinity War where the Avengers lose, right? But we get multiple phases of the Avengers. Basically, they fucking lost, bro.
Bro, imagine just a dark version of all the Avengers. Like they're in a apocalyptic type state. That'd be sick. That'd be different.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Or
and then we get Galactus or something.
Yeah.
Or what if they give us not really like necessarily a spin-off, but what if they gave us an Avengers movie, not in the 616, but if they give us an Avengers movie in another universe where like all the Avengers are evil and they're doing evil shit, or they're doing fucking like other shit compared to what we're doing in the 616. That'd be kind of sick.
I feel like Marvel doesn't have the balls to make a movie out of that, but 100% we can see something like that in What If season 2.
Yeah, there's a comic. I'm pretty sure it's called Dark Avengers that they talk about that a little bit.
That would be pretty sick. I would like that. I would like to see that.
But really quickly, in Secret Wars, the comic book, that's when we actually see Spider-Man. So this is a little theory that's been going around, and I agree. I love this. This is amazing. So obviously, Secret Wars, we all know multiple universes come together. All these superheroes from Marvel have to fight each other. We know that. But what I think would be really cool is in No Way Home, we already got it suggested to us that the symbiote is in the MCU now. So Tom Holland's probably get the black suit eventually. And in Secret Wars, the comic line, that's when Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit for the first time. So what if Tom gets the symbiote suit and obviously it starts to corrupt him a little bit. And then we see Toby and Andrew, because obviously it's Secret Wars, bro. So we're gonna see Toby and Andrew. So what if Toby sees Tom in the black suit and he's like, bro, you got to take that shit off. And he's like, I like the power, I like it. And so we see a fight between Andrew and Toby versus Tom in a black suit. That would be kind of cool.
That would be sick. That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking dope. I'd love to see something like that. But does Marvel have that creative, that creative type of mentality? No.
I don't know, bro. I mean, okay, this is an Endgame / Infinity War level movie, bro. Like, I think it could happen, bro. I mean, look what happened in Endgame. That final battle, bro. That final battle, and then the moment when Captain America picked up that hammer, we didn't think that was what happened. That shit happened, bro.
That caught me out. That caught everybody off guard. Like, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Yep. I think it's just in the hands of the directors, bro. Two of the high-res directors.
Yeah,
they have the Russo brothers on this bitch. Ooh, I know for a fact that shit would go hard.
Okay, so literally just today, regarding the directors for that movie, or for at least for King Dynasty, the director has been confirmed for King Dynasty. His name is Destin Daniel Cretton.
You mean Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah, he's the one who directed Shang-Chi. He's gonna be the one directing King Dynasty. Now we have no confirmation on who's directing Secret Wars yet, but I mean, he could come back. He could do it. I mean, maybe the Russo brothers come back. We have no confirmation who's doing Secret Wars, but we do know who's doing King Dynasty.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty excited for this movie. I don't know about you guys. Chat, are you guys excited for this movie? I am.
Yeah, I think this movie's about to be massive. Hopefully, they have enough time for the CG, because I mean, the Endgame Infinity War CG was already crazy. Imagine 2 Avengers movies in 1 year, bro. Like, these VFX artists are gonna start killing themselves for sure.
Yeah.
With all the problems that they have right now with it already, I bet you were literally bound to see a bunch of more shit.
Oh yeah.
So then after King Dynasty, we got 2 movies coming out, or not movies, but we got 2 projects coming out in the summer of 25. And then after those projects, we got the final one of Phase 6 in Avengers Secret Wars, which is coming out November 7th, 2025.
That movie is going to be big, bro.
Yes.
And like you said, 2 Avengers movie in 1 year, that's unheard of, bro. We've never gotten 2 Avengers movies in 1 year.
Bro, that's like okay, that's like say Star Wars Episode 2 came out 1 year, and the same year, 6 months later, we get Episode 3, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, at least, I mean, I would not mind delay it a year and maybe get it the year after that, so the animation and everything is crisp.
No, 100%. Okay, so here's my thing. I want them. I know they're trying to give us as much content as possible. I just want it to be good. I don't want it to feel rushed. You know what I mean? I'd rather them take their time and put some thought and love into making these movies. I don't want them, to rush anything. I don't want to see any half-ass storytelling, half-ass special effects. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd rather have a good story and shitty effects than good effects and a shitty story. But I think if they took time, they'd be able to perfect both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, because sometimes effects are just so bad it takes me out of the movie. Like for Thor: Love and Thunder, that shot of that that one guy's kid who can project himself. It looked really bad, bro. Like, it took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of laughed when it popped up. It caught me off guard. I was like, bro, what is this? You're telling me that big of a budget of a film, with that type of animation or VFX?
Little fucking peanut Asgardian just fucking kicking it there with this fucking dome chilling.
Now past Secret Wars, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna at all. but Kevin Feige does have this. He has this planned out, bro. This man has like projects lined up until 2030. So he knows the outline of what's going to happen even past Secret Wars. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm assuming Galactus is going to be the final MCU villain, and then they might just reset the whole thing. I don't know, because I feel like they have to end it eventually, bro. Like eventually all these people are going to start dying. Like this is real life, bro. By the time 2050 happens, the MCU has to be over, you know? At some point they're going to reboot everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just about to bring that up too. I don't think they're gonna have this 616 MCU for forever. I think at a certain point they're gonna start branching out into other universes.
Yeah.
I agree, because I was thinking about this yesterday and I was like, bro, like luckily we started watching MCU when it first started. Imagine being a kid now and you're like, oh, I want to go see a Marvel movie, but first you have to watch like 30 projects just to understand what's going on right now. So
that's wild.
Yeah, so by the time Secret Wars comes out, bro, you have to watch so much shit just in order to understand. At least for Star Wars, you got like a few movies to watch, but for Marvel, like it's so much. They have to restart eventually, bro.
Yeah, you can either watch all that shit or you can tune into the Weep Quarter podcast and we can talk about it for like fucking 2 hours and you'll know everything.
Basically, yeah, that's what happens.
You do that too?
But to be honest with you, I don't want them to keep going with the 616. I mean, obviously 616 is pretty good. That's what they started with. But I want to see them branch out and do other shit, you know?
Of power.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think eventually we'll get to that, but I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon. So recently, I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently, so we all know Marvel bought Fox. Fox owned the rights to make movies for the X-Men and all those characters. Recently, it came out that the reason we haven't seen an X-Men movie because they bought it, the reason we haven't seen them just yet is because apparently Marvel isn't allowed to make their own X-Men movies unless it's with those actors until the year 2025 turns over. So if they wanted to make an X-Men movie, they have to use like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine because it's a contract that they've had and it's there until 2025 ends. So luckily, we'll see Deadpool 3 because it's with Ryan Reynolds. They're going to use the same Deadpool, which is fine. I think everybody's fine with that. But obviously, Hugh is really old now. He can't really come back to play a new Wolverine. We would have to get a new person to get
Plus,
into
he's
Wolverine.
dead, too.
Yeah, he died. No, he died. I mean, they can still bring him back, bro. It's multiverses. But still, yeah, no, like, he did his part with Wolverine. I think he did a great job. I don't think he would want to come back in a significant way unless it's, like, for, like, Secret Wars or something.
That was a perfect ending with Logan. Like, I don't want... Yeah, his era as Wolverine is done, definitely. But there's a possibility he might come back. Their contracts, like, yeah, what you were saying, Mario. Yeah, they had to abide by the same contract rules. Correct?
Yeah. So they can't use. I mean, they can use Hugh. They can use them all they want, but they can't make their own X-Men or own like Deadpool. They have to use those actors right now until 2025 turns over.
Okay.
A lot of those actors are fucking old as shit.
Yeah, they're old.
We saw Professor X in Doctor Strange 2, and that guy just looks like he's seen some better days.
Yeah, 100%. Now, in my opinion, after Secret Wars, I think because obviously Secret Wars comes out 2024, 2025.
Yeah, 2025. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I think what's going to happen is they're not going to reset the MCU, but I think what's going to happen is they'll finally be able to make they'll be able to make more like X-Men projects. So what's going to happen is they're going to transition from Avenger movies to X-Men movies. And then I think they're going to push X-Men to be more like the next Avengers until they reset the MCU. Yeah.
I'm excited to see that though. I don't know about you guys, but X-Men is definitely one of my favorite parts about the Marvel universe. I've always thought Wolverine, Professor X, all those guys were all pretty fucking special when I was growing up.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think like the stories of like the mutants and like the mutants being like prosecuted against everybody else who isn't a mutant was cool. I think X-Men has some of the best stories. Obviously we could possibly get House of M. I don't know how we would get that. That'd be sick though. I mean, Scarlet Witch is always a baddie, bro. She's a baddie, but she can be a true like villain if House of M actually happened.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, hold on. What was House of M?
So basically, House of M, I'm not too sure exactly what happens and why she does it, but House of M is a comic line where Scarlet Witch goes rogue and she decides that all mutants have to die. So she literally kills every single mutant in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
As it happens.
All right. I mean, that sounds more or less kind of like WandaVision, but I'd be excited to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And
'Cause,
honestly,
I mean-
that makes sense too because Wanda is starting to become like a big name in the MCU now. She was kind of she was kind of like a smaller name back then, but now she's starting to have like a bigger name.
Yeah, and I mean, in the comics, Wanda has never been like a definitive good guy. She's always been more of like an anti-hero. I mean, she'll help you out when it's in her like path. You know, she'll help out when she wants to, but she's never been a full good guy and she's never been a full bad guy. So yeah, I think what they're doing with her right now is okay. I like WandaVision, but I thought she went a little bit too dark in Multiverse of Madness. Just because it was like out of nowhere. Because in WandaVision, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, because you watched it recently. She basically she goes rogue and she's like she wants the perfect life, and then she realizes she's like, oh shit, I'm fucking up all these people's lives. Maybe I have to deal with my grief by myself. And so in the end, she like basically she gets character development, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then in Multiverse of Madness, it just retracts all that character development, and she just goes rogue.
Oh yeah,
pretty
okay,
much.
yeah, okay, yeah. That's okay. So that's what kind of confused me for Doctor Strange when I saw that because obviously I watched WandaVision like I think it was like 2 weeks prior to watching Doctor Strange or something like that, and then I saw that she got her character development in the end of WandaVision. She defeated Agatha, kind of realized that she didn't want to do this to the people of Westville or whatever the fuck that city was, and then fast forward 2 weeks later when I saw Doctor Strange #2, she's fucking went rogue again and just fucking starts murking everybody. Wants to fucking get America Chavez and just go to other fucking things like that never even fucking happened. Like she wants to go back to Westville basically. Like what are you doing, bro? Didn't you have your fucking character development or nah? You just gonna kill everybody or what?
Yeah,
So
they
it really just made no
backtracked,
sense.
definitely.
Yeah, so the only explanation I have for that is that the Darkhold really corrupted her mind, but I feel like you're pushing it a little bit, you know? I mean, obviously the Darkhold can corrupt your mind, and she could become evil because of the Darkhold, but like, I don't know, bro. Like maybe, I mean, you went through all this character development, and you read the Darkhold anyway, and you knew it was gonna corrupt you. So like, why are you doing this? I don't know.
She wanted to see her kids like that bad. I mean, I get it. You want to do anything for your kids, but like, come on, all
Well,
of that.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
So I just thought of this right now. I think it would make a lot more sense canonically if Doctor Strange 2 came before WandaVision. And I'm not saying that because obviously in Doctor Strange 2 they kind of reference Westville and like what happened there. But if they kind of took those parts out and I think it would make a lot better story because she gets corrupted by the Darkhold. Let's just say she gets corrupted by the Darkhold. She goes to this other universe, and like sees her kids or whatever, and then she stays in that universe until WandaVision, and then WandaVision she kind of realizes, oh, this is not the way, and then she kind of gets her character development from there, and it would make a lot more sense from Wanda's character perspective. I think it would.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think Wanda's by far one of my favorite characters. First off, because Elizabeth Olsen's a baddie, bro. I gotta be honest with you. Second
that's
off,
my girl right
Oh
there.
my gosh.
yeah. Second off, she is one of the strongest characters in the Marvel universe. Obviously, but if you're talking about like Galactus or Doctor Doom, she really has no powers against them. But you know, she's still pretty cool. I like her, but I didn't really understand why they backtracked her character development.
Yeah, I feel like she could have fucking beat Thanos if he didn't call in that strike.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think she could have killed him.
Nah, she's kind of dog shit to be honest with you.
Yup. So okay, really quickly though, we did go over Phase 5 and Phase 6. Obviously, there was a lot of Phase 6 that was unannounced. We only got those 3 films, but we still do. There's more. We do know more that is coming. So, we did get a lot of Phase 5, but in my opinion, I don't think that's all of it. I think we're gonna see more in Phase 5. First off, we already know Spider-Man's coming. We're gonna get another Spider-Man movie. We know that for a fact. We know Deadpool is coming. I'm pretty sure Deadpool is already in early production. We know Deadpool 3 is coming. We know Shang-Chi 2 is coming. We know another Thor movie is coming. We know Doctor Strange 3 is coming. We know all these movies are coming. They just didn't really like say anything about them quite yet. And there's a few more that we know of as well. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I'm pulling them up right now.
They did announce.
I think that's what all those unannounced films are for 2025. But if it is, dude, that's still hella like. That's supposed to be strictly for those 2 Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm. We do know Armor Wars. It was announced back when Phase 4 was announced, but we didn't get anything regarding that at Comic-Con. There's a few more movies that were kind of rumored, but I don't think they're going to happen. Like there's a Captain Carter movie that's rumored. I don't think that's going to happen. A Man-Thing movie. I don't know about that. A Silver Surfer movie. I don't think he should get his own movie. I think you got to introduce him first, maybe in the Fantastic Four. But we clearly know there's more coming, but they didn't say anything about it at Comic-Con. So we'll see.
Yeah. So I'm looking at shit right now on Twitter, and I got a couple of projects that could be coming to the MCU via D23. And I'll just read a couple of them off. So in front of me, I see Werewolf. I see The Mutants. I see Nomad. I see a Namor movie, a Shang-Chi movie, Nova movie, Wonder Man. I see Deadpool 3, which is very possible. I think it's probably the most possible in this list. I see a Young Avengers. I see an Okoye, I think that is. Okoye.
Some sort of Wakanda thing, yeah.
Yeah. World War Hulk, Midnight Suns, Illuminati, which would be fucking sick. I would love to see an Illuminati movie. Secret Warriors, Eternals 2, Doctor Doom movie, Black Knight, Ghost Rider, which would be fucking sick. I would love to see a Ghost Rider movie.
Please.
Okay, really quickly, I want to pause you on that Ghost Rider thing. You probably saw this shit too, Bart. Yes, in the She-Hulk trailer, there was a shot. I don't know if you can bring it up, Nick, but they confirmed that Johnny, what's his name? Not a Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze is already in the MCU. He already has his powers and everything.
Yeah, it showed him on his motorcycle doing like a jump. And
so he's probably like a stuntman. He's probably some sort of stuntman right now, which is, I'm pretty sure, canon in the comics, and that's what he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's already in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. But dude, yeah, that's wild.
Trying to pull something up. I don't see anything. Oh, I do. Hold on.
It's really blurry. You can barely tell, but you can see it's his name.
Yeah, let me pull this up real quick. Real fast. All right, and let's change this on the stream. All right, check it out. So basically, in this scene of She-Hulk, where my boy Wong is jumping out of the portal, right here you see in the corner, it says Johnny Blaze. See that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they already confirmed that Johnny Blaze is in the MCU. So this makes me think that they're working on some shit behind the scenes. So we'll see.
Like I said at the start of the stream, I think what we got at Comic-Con was just an appetizer, bro. I feel like Marvel knows. I feel like they know. I want to say they know what they're doing. But from Phase 4, I feel like they loosely know what they're doing. I feel like they loosely have a storyline set. They have all these projects set. But with the way Phase 4 went, I don't want to say definitively they know what they're doing. They do. They have everything planned. But story-wise, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
they just really have some big shoes to fill because they did an excellent job with the Endgame saga. So we'll see.
Yeah. What's crazy is we're getting like a saga in the span of half of phase 1 through 3. Like we're getting the ending of the multiverse saga, short in a shorter amount of time than we did with the Infinity Saga. Which I mean, okay, I mean maybe this saga isn't as long, but the reason it's not as long is because they're just throwing so much shit at us. Whereas in the Infinity Saga, they slowly built up to it, and it was nice and gradual. It was like, what's the best word to describe it? I don't know. It was nice and it was paced. The pacing was amazing. Whereas in Phase 4 so far and what we've gotten so far, the pacing kind of
these guys just want to be fucking Flash, bro. That's what they want to do. Throw fucking hella shit on us. But so more shit that we have come in is left off on Ghost Rider. We have maybe a Scarlet Witch movie we could be seeing. We could see Doctor Strange #3. We can see a Captain Carter solo film. We could see a Mighty Thor solo film. We could see a Wakanda project. Khazar project. The 10 Rings.
What I've heard is that Khazar and the Wakanda. So those are that Wakanda project is a show. And from what I've heard, those are actually just going to be combined into just one show.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We also have the 10 Rings, Silver Surfer, Man Thing, Hawkeye season 2, Moon Knight season 2, Runaways, a Valkyrie show, America Chavez, Wolverine, Agents of Atlantis, Inhumans, and Hercules. So those all could be like possible shit that we might be seeing at D23.
Yeah, 3/4 of all of what you just said sounds pretty garbage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if we need a Valkyrie show or a Wakanda show or I don't know. I don't have it right in front of me, but 3/4 of what you said sounds pretty trash.
Yeah, if anything from that, I'd say the Inhumans is pretty dope if they go down that route.
I agree, but they did that Inhuman show not too long ago. I don't know if you remember that part, and that was pretty fucking garbage.
Do you consider that a part of the...
No, it's not canon.
No,
it's stated to not be canon. I mean, it is out there in the multiverse, so they could bring those characters in, but no, I don't think it's canon. It's not in the 616.
Fuck no.
But I think out of all these projects that could be possible, I think Ghost Rider might be the most hype worthy. I think Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom, and the Illuminati would be the most hype worthy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we already know half, like a quarter of those. We do know they are coming. Deadpool 3. We know Deadpool 3 is already in the works. He's already confirmed to be canon. Thor, there has to be another Thor movie after what we saw in Love and Thunder, unless they miraculously just bring his daughter and him into Secret Wars and they kill him off and just maybe the daughter becomes Thor. I mean, regardless, there's going to be another Thor movie. Doctor Strange 3, cliffhanger for Doctor Strange 2. We know that there's already been an incursion created and he has to go stop that. We already know that. What else? What else is like most likely going to happen? Spider-Man, we know that is going to happen.
Shang-Chi as well.
Shang-Chi too. Yep, we know that is going to happen for sure. So I can really name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Eternals 2. That's
Eternals
for sure most likely going to happen.
Yeah, they're creating a lot of like openings with their endings, and yeah, we just don't know where the fuck is going to happen, or like they might be in their. You're right, Mario. Like what you said earlier, there might be like their own standalone, not part of the storyline. But damn, that's a lot of fucking side characters in.
Oh yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And granted, I know Marvel has a lot of characters in general, but I think it would make it a lot easier for the viewers to know what is part of what storyline. Because obviously, I don't think everything's gonna be part of the same storyline.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is there's also another rumor going around, basically saying the Secret Wars and the Kang Dynasty it's going to be two sets of different groups.
I believe that. I feel
Yeah.
like that could be true. That could be true.
Yeah, like there's like this group of Avengers and this group of Avengers. And yeah.
I mean, I feel like, I do agree with that, but I feel like at some point in Secret Wars, we're going to get another end game scene where everybody comes together. I mean, it just has to happen, bro. I mean, there's nothing more hype worthy than seeing the X-Men from the 90s movies and the 2000 movies, and seeing Daredevil, the Ben Affleck Daredevil, and Toby and Andrew everybody come together and fighting like Kang or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more than just what we've actually seen on screen too. I think they in Secret Wars, I think they're going to introduce a lot of characters from the multiverse that we've never seen before too.
Yeah. I feel like this is what I think is going to happen in King Dynasty. I think King Dynasty, what's going to happen is Kang is probably going to win. He's going to merge all the universes together, and we're going to get every single universe to come to one, which is what we'll get in Secret Wars. So that's why we'll get Toby and Andrew. They'll know what universe they're in. They'll be like, oh shit, bro, I know one person from this universe. Let me go say what's up to the Spider-Man in this universe. Tom has the black suit. Oh no, now they got to fight. And then we see Daredevil. Oh shit, I know where I am. Let me go to my apartment. He pulls up to his apartment, and what the fuck we see? We see Matt Murdock, the MCU Daredevil, and they're like, oh shit, bro, what's good? And then we get two Daredevils saying what's up. And then we get like all these characters are going to come to one universe in Secret at the end of King Dynasty, and then in Secret Wars we're going to see the aftermath of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds probably like the most likely what would happen. But something I would really like to see though is the Illuminati, just because I really want to see Superior Iron Man, bro. They introduced the Illuminati in Doctor Strange 2, but you guys remember the seat on the right side that was kind of empty?
Yep.
That seat was for Superior Iron Man.
Yep. Yep. I think I don't think they're going to bring Tom Cruise into play him at this point. I mean, I feel like if they were going to do that, they would have done it in Multiverse of Madness. I think RDJ's going to come back and play Superior Iron Man. I feel like that'd be sick as fuck.
That would be sick. And because if you read I even read the comments, but I know because I've seen like YouTube videos on Superior Iron Man, and everyone says that this guy is literally the most overpowered motherfucker in the MCU.
Yeah, he's also kind of a menace too. He's also a menace.
Yeah, so there's a scene in the comic books where he actually questions Daredevil, and he brings his eyesight back and takes away his powers, and literally just kills him right after. This guy's a straight menace, and
Superior Iron Man isn't like a full good guy. He kind of just does what he wants to do.
Yeah, he does what he wants to do, and it wasn't Robert Downey Jr. that was going to come play him. It was actually going to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Because originally, when the first Iron Man was when they were casting for Tony Stark for Iron Man 1, they considered Tom Cruise, which I think that's pretty cool. I don't think he would have played as good of an Iron Man as RDJ did. But if he came in as a cameo to play Superior Iron Man, I also think that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
And I think only real ones would know that too.
Yeah, facts.
Regular people would just see like Tom Cruise on the screen, like, oh shit, it's Tom Cruise. They wouldn't realize that he was the OG Iron Man before RDJ.
And he was considered to be, yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Superior Iron Man 2 is that he is actually such a threat in the comics that the Living Tribunal, all those people that we've seen in Love and Thunder, on the wall. So yeah, they all came and confronted him. Because
I'm gonna be honest, I think we might get that. I think we might actually get that, Bart. But I feel like it's gonna be reversed, and they're gonna change it with Doctor Doom. I feel like Doctor Doom might come in Secret Wars, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, bro, you got too much power," and he'd be like, "Sorry, bro, I got too much power," and then he's gonna kill him.
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to think. I don't know if he has the Phoenix Force or he swooped this Phoenix Force from somebody. But damn, I got to read the comics again. But it was along those lines. Like he took somebody's power.
I think regardless on what happens, I think whatever they do come up with in these movies are going to be completely different from what we see in the comics.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at just for example, like Infinity War, we get Thanos. Like his his motivations to do what he did is nothing like what his motivation was in the comics. His motivation in the comics was because Death, like herself, it was like he was in love with Death. And correct me if I'm wrong, Bart, you probably know more, but basically Death was like, all right, prove your love to me and wipe out half the universe, something like that. And he's like, okay, and so he goes to do it, something like that. I don't know.
And it's crazy too because Deadpool is actually she like in the comics they're connected, so he's also in love with Death, and they have like a funny interaction and everything. But yeah, you're right. In the Infinity Saga, he wants to prove himself to Death. Thanos does, and he collects all the Infinity Stones. I read something that they were saying that she was actually going to be in the MCU, and she gave Thanos his first stone.
Damn, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe
Maybe they should have replaced Red Skull as the protector of the Soul Stone with Death.
Ooh, all right. I would
That'd have been kind of cool.
Yeah, because we don't really have that explanation of how in the beginning he gets the Power Stone. Remember?
Mm-hmm. That's true. No, no. I think it's explained that he like raided a planet, like it was on some random planet, and he destroyed half the people on that planet, like in the very beginning of Infinity War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they mention it, like, oh yeah, I just came back from this planet and I got this stone.
I think okay.
I could be wrong though. But I'm pretty sure there's it's a very short explanation for that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they said that they were gonna originally do that though, like have Death in it and have her like give him his first stone.
That'd been sick too. I wouldn't mind that.
Let's see.
But yeah, I mean, after Comic-Con, I'm excited. I do think it's a bit much. I do think Marvel is producing too much content at the moment, which, usually you wouldn't ever hear somebody say that, but in my opinion, I do think Marvel is producing too much content. It's to the point to where it's hard to keep up with everything that they're doing, and they're doing so much that the projects are just starting to take effect on how much that they're doing. Like, CGI isn't as good, the writing isn't as good, the dialogue isn't as good, the screenplay isn't as good. All these factors are starting to come into play, and these Marvel projects don't hit as hard because of how much sheer volume they're creating. And I feel like they don't have enough manpower.
No, definitely don't.
Even though they have more money than God, they could just fucking keep hiring fucking CG studios whenever they wanted.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do. I mean, obviously, I think overall Marvel's got it under control, but it's going to be tough after Phase 4, because Phase 4 was not the greatest phase. I think it was probably the worst phase.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though those movies that hit, they hit.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't really like Phase 4.
Yeah. I mean, there were only two really banger movies, and that was, in my opinion, and that was Shang-Chi and Spider-Man. That was it. I mean, all the other movies were like,
Yeah, they really didn't hit as hard as the previous phases. But every time you try to bring up that argument, it's just their origin story. Dude, you can have a better origin story than what we got for most of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marvel, especially. Especially Miss Marvel. Fuck Miss Marvel. Some bullshit.
Yeah. And apparently, I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently Miss Marvel is the highest rated MCU project on Rotten Tomatoes. Which
I saw that.
Which is stupid.
Just no.
Dude, their whole ranking. Hey, Nick, can you pull the image up? Because there is a lot of stuff on there that I was looking at. Yeah, I was like, what? Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Like, Infinity War is like an 85 or something.
That movie, yeah, like an 82. And I was like, hold up. Like, even Endgame was not as high as I thought it'd be. Like, for Endgame to be lower than Miss Marvel, bruh.
Is a sin.
Yes, the people around Tomatoes are smoking crack.
Like, okay, I can tell right before you, while I pull this up, I can objectively tell you what projects are better than that. First off, Infinity War is probably the greatest Marvel movie to come out. I'm gonna be honest with you. For the MCU at least. I think in my opinion, I think what literally one of the best superhero movies of all time, if not the best, is Spider-Man 2. But we got that. We got Captain America: Winter Soldier, which objectively is one of the better, a really good Marvel movie. We have Civil War. I thought that was pretty good. Obviously, we have Endgame. Iron Man 1 is actually a solid fucking movie as well. Let's see what else. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, amazing movies. Loki is better than Miss Marvel.
Yeah, you know what's kind of funny is I just rewatched Thor the other day, and it honestly was not as bad as everybody's saying.
It's not that bad. It's not.
It's not.
And honestly, I don't like. I mean, I like that Thor. I like that Thor better than the Thor we have right now. I think that Thor it balances out perfectly. Like, there's funny scenes in that, but also like I don't like how serious he is, but also like the comedy kind of like is like it matches pretty
it's
nice.
a good mixture because he's like a god like amongst mortals, and he's trying to adjust. Like, he really can't in the movie, and you see that like him when he has the mug and then he's drinking coffee and then he slams
it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like, even though it's not intentional to be funny, it is.
Yeah, no, even like even in Ragnarok is literally a comedy movie. But even in that one, Thor doesn't act like an idiot. It's just what happens around him that makes it funny, and to see his reaction.
Yeah,
and especially Hulk. Hulk's a really funny character in that movie.
Oh yeah, in that movie he is for sure. And what we see in like the new Thor, it's kind of forced.
Yeah, it is forced, and he just acts retarded. But he's in every other movie, he's not dumb like that.
Yeah. Like I said, his decline started in Endgame when they made him like a comedic relief when he turned all fat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. As time passes, I kind of agree less and less with that. The only reason is because I do think in Endgame that's when they did start to ruin him. Only because obviously, so in Endgame, like think about it like this: he loses everybody, his mom, his dad, his brother, his sister try to kill him, all that. He loses his hammer, everything. Basically, this dude has nothing to live for, and so I can see why he let himself go. Like, he got hella fat, he didn't give a fuck about anything. But he comes back and kills Thanos, and then he goes back in time and talks to his mom. And his mom literally gives him a pep talk and be like, listen, bro, you're being a little bitch. You need to cut it out. And he continues to be a little bitch. I feel like after that moment, he should be like, okay, I need to fucking turn my life around. I need to start helping people again. This is not who I am. But they didn't do that.
Yeah.
They just continue to make him a bitch. That's it.
Yeah, and a funny character.
Don't get me wrong, that
Can't find that graphic. Yeah, I can't find that graphic.
Is it on? Are you trying to like look on Google?
Yeah.
I might have sent it in the chat. Oh, I definitely did. Yeah, Nick, it's the very, very first thing in the Twitter chat. It's a video though, unfortunately, but you can still pull it up. Oh no. Okay, so Black Panther is the highest rated. Which I disagree with.
That's the highest rated movie, but the highest rated show is
Miss Marvel. Yes. Avengers Endgame is higher than Infinity War, which I would have to disagree with. I think Infinity War is a better movie than Endgame. I'll wait until you pull it up, though. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah. All right. So we got Black Panther at here. I'll screen share it too. Hold on.
All right, Barb, be cool, bro. Be cool with that.
Yeah. What?
Tell it loud.
Oh.
Yeah. Stop going on TikTok, bitch. All right. Hold on. Let me pull
Black Panther is the highest rated with a 96%. I don't know if I agree with that. I would probably put it more in like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Black Panther.
Weird.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Black Panther was that good. Nah, I'll be honest. It wasn't that good. That final fight scene between him and Killmonger, the CGI is garbage, bro. Go back and watch that shit. The CGI is garbage.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. I didn't even watch Black Panther, to be honest with you.
Eternals at 47. I don't agree with that. I actually love Eternals.
It wasn't that bad, yeah.
No. Okay. No. Fuck that.
It's
I
call it
can't.
out,
Okay.
call it
I
out,
can't.
so for people that are just listening.
So first, number one, Black Panther, 96%. Number two, we have Miss Marvel, 95%. 100% does not deserve to be here. Avengers Endgame, 94%. I think it's fair. Iron Man, 94%. I think is also fair.
Yeah.
What If, 94%. I haven't seen all of it, but from what I have seen, I'd say that's all right.
I'd
Thor
give it like an
Ragnarok.
80, 86.
Yeah, I'd give it a little bit lower.
Thor Ragnarok, I do believe should be a little higher. Thor Ragnarok, I think, is probably one of the best story written Marvel movies that we've gotten. Um, we have Spider Man 93%, No Way Home. I enjoy that. I think that's a fair
I
rating.
would, yeah, I would agree with that one.
Spider Man Homecoming 92%. I
I would,
don't think it really deserves a 92. I would give it more of like an 85.
I'd give it like a 89, 90.
yeah, I put it around there. It's for
um
sure better. It's better, definitely better than Far From Home.
yes. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1, 92%. I enjoyed that. I
I
agree with
agree with
that
that.
one.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah, I
with
agree
that
with that
one.
one.
Loki 92%. I 100% agree with. Hawkeye 92%.
No, no.
I never watched this, but from what
It was garbage.
I've heard it's straight trash.
I'd put
What
it,
what Eternals has is what Hawkeye should have.
yeah, 100%.
47%.
Mm-hmm. Avengers 91%. I agree with that one. Shang-Chi 91%. I can definitely agree with that one. WandaVision 91%. Definitely agree. Far From Home 90%. That's
I'd probably a little bit like I'm 80, bro. I'd put it like
yeah.
an
I
80,
would lower that. I would lower that a little bit.
even to
Captain
75, bro.
Uh-huh. Captain America: Civil War. I think that's pretty fair. Captain America: Winter Soldier is pretty good. 90%.
I would put that shit a little bit higher. Like that is a good movie. Go back and watch that one. That one's like a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange number 1, 89%. Ant-Man and the Wasp 87%. Moon.
That was not an 87%.
Yeah,
No.
this one definitely deserves to be in like the 70s or something.
Yeah.
Moon Knight 86%. I think that's pretty fair. This is the one I'm confused about. Why? Avengers Infinity War 85%.
Yeah,
This one
I agree. I think. Go ahead.
I think this one should be maybe right here, right between Ragnarok and Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Really, I think Infinity War is the best MCU movie. I think that should be a 96%. Like
Yeah,
I can
same.
watch that. I can watch that movie, and then right after I'm done watching it, I can watch it again. Like that's how good that movie is.
Same.
Okay, I can agree with that. I just don't think the story was really hyped enough. I don't think it was hyped enough. And not only that, but it wasn't concluded in the same movie. It left off at a cliffhanger.
That's that. See, but that's what I like about it so much is first off, the movie starts out right away, bro. Infinity War starts out right away. Like Thanos is the main character. He's coming in, clapping Thor's cheeks, claps Hulk's cheeks. This movie starts out right away, and then on top, yeah, claps Loki, kills Loki, and then the movie ends off on a cliffhanger, bro. Like that's like peak, bro.
It was. We got some freaking key fight scenes, like Doctor Strange when he versed Thanos. That shit was.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I really thought Iron Man was dead. I for a second when he got stabbed, I was like, oh, the whole theater
Yeah.
went quiet when I was
Like, okay, so the same effect I get with Revenge of the Sith, watching it over and over and over again, hoping Anakin doesn't turn, is the same effect I get with Infinity War. I watch it over and over and over again, hoping the Avengers finally win, but they never do.
there. Yeah. Seriously.
All right. I like that perspective. So after Avengers: Infinity War, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 85%. I think this deserves to be a little higher because I definitely enjoyed that movie more than some of these movies on here. Ant-Man, 83%. I think that was pretty fair for an intro.
I think it's
Falcon
fair, but I think Ant-Man and the Wasp should be lower than the first one. I think the first one's
Oh
better than the second one.
yeah. I think honestly you could probably like switch these two just straight across.
Yeah,
and
same.
that'd be pretty fine.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Uh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 83%. I can agree with that one.
Yeah, same.
Captain Marvel, 79%. This is where we start getting into the shitty movies.
Bad ones.
Yeah. Captain Marvel, 79%. All right.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Black Widow, 79%. I agree with that one as well.
I'd probably lower it just a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd probably switch it with Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 3 is 79%. I thought Iron Man 3 wasn't that bad, to be honest with you.
I think it was pretty good. I would give it a better rating.
Yeah, I'd put it up a little bit more. The only bad thing about that was the villain, but Tony's like character development through that movie as well is like peak, bro. Like Tony's character development through all the movies is peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that one, we have Captain America: The First Avenger. I think deserves to be fucking way higher, bro. Way the fuck higher.
I agree.
I think it deserves to be in the 90s somewhere at least.
Really?
Like, I think it deserves to be low 90s at least, bro.
All right, Nick. What you should do is definitely go back and watch Winter Soldier, though, bro. I'm telling you, Winter Soldier is the best Captain America movie by far.
No. Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. Winter Soldier is definitely best Captain America. We have the original Thor, which is 77%. Which I don't know.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, I'd say like low 80s.
Yeah, I agree.
We have Avengers: Age of Ultron, 76%, which I don't understand. I thought Age of Ultron was actually a pretty solid film. I think it deserves to be at least in the high 80s. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, 74%. I don't think it deserves to be this low.
I think it should be low 80s again.
Yeah, for like 80, low 80s, yeah.
Iron Man 2, 72%.
I agree with I agree with that.
Yeah, it's around that.
I think Iron Man 2 is probably definitely the worst out of the Iron Man trilogy. And then after that we have the Incredible Hulk, which is 67%. And I think this is before Marvel had the rights to the MCU.
Yes. Well, no, okay. No, it's not that they didn't have the rights, but the MCU, but yeah, they didn't have the rights. So I think Paramount owns the rights for like for the Hulk. They own the movie rights. It's kind of like in the same vein as Spider-Man. That's kind of what they did there before Spider-Man, but the Hulk, yeah, it's 67%. I'd agree with that. It's not the best movie.
Yeah, no.
You'd agree with 67?
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
See, I'm the opposite. I feel like it should be. I'd say switch with Black Widow.
Really?
I'd give it a 79. I genuinely enjoyed the movie because I used to be a big Hulk fan growing up.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's like the only time we got to see Hulk like that. I mean, we saw him in Avengers too, but I just didn't like. I mean, I liked Abomination, but I didn't like the whole military aspect. I mean, we've seen that so many times with the Hulk, like being chased down by the military. I'm just so done with that.
Yeah.
And then we have Thor: The Dark World, 66%, which I'd think
lower that, bro.
I would switch Eternals and the Dark World. I think Eternals are better than the Thor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Look at that drop off though, bro. Like how Eternals isn't that bad. Like it's a bad Phase 4 movie, but it's not a bad that bad.
No,
yeah, people are overhyping it for sure.
Definitely. I would put it in like a 70s at least, high 70s.
Yeah, at least 70s. It's not the worst, but yeah, a lot of this is wrong. This is how you know that critics don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
100%. Miss Marvel at 95. I cannot get over that though. That's like baffled me. Like,
this is
fuck.
this is the one I'm the most angry about is Miss Marvel at 95.
I gotta be honest. And this is be a little controversial. I think the reason Black Panther and Miss Marvel is so high is because they want it's how do I put this in the nicest way? They didn't want to be racist, something like that, or they just wanted to boost the ratings for that, just so that more people can see it. But objectively, by film critics, bro, if I was a film critic, that would not be the highest. Objectively, the highest movies is Infinity War, Endgame, Winter Soldier, Iron Man 1, and Guardians. Those objectively are better movies, better writing, better CG, better story, better characters, better everything.
I feel like the reason that those are so high too is like they feel like, because obviously Miss Marvel's trying to reach a different audience. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to get that
They're
audience.
basically they're basically trying to push these inclusive thoughts onto their critics.
Yes, which is fine. Like I don't mind inclusivity, but like when you not force it down our throat, but basically say that it's better than what it really is, that's where the problem lies.
Yeah. There's you're gonna tell me that fucking Infinity War is way the fuck worse than objectively worse than all these other movies? Fuck no.
Bro, they're saying Ant-Man and the Wasp. They're saying Ant-Man and the Wasp is objectively better than Infinity War. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're tripping, bro.
And honestly, even do you guys think Black Panther should be at 96?
No, definitely not. I'm telling you, Bart, go watch that movie back. It's not as good as people make it out to be. It's like an 80s. It's in the 80s.
I need to watch some more. Like, I have not seen Captain America: The First Avenger in a minute. I was thinking about rewatching that actually.
It's pretty good. It's not that bad. Also, the CGI, oddly enough, the CGI where before Steve gets the super soldier serum is pretty good. Where they make Chris Evans like hella small and skinny, it actually looks pretty good for its time.
Yeah. I need to rewatch that definitely.
I would say so. Basically, the ones I think don't belong are Black Panther, Miss Marvel. I would say Hawkeye. I would also say Infinity War, Ant-Man the Wasps, Eternals, and Multiverse of Madness. I think the rest are pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's around those ballparks. Yeah, definitely. But the ones that you said are definitely misplaced by a lot. Crazy things, bro. Crazy like, times.
I just don't understand, bro. Who are the critics at Rotten Tomatoes, bro? I want to know. I'm pretty sure there's some fucking Reddit mods. Oh my god, Miss Marvel is so much better than an Endgame.
No, you can literally see.
I love when she used the power of Nani.
Let's see. Miss Marvel. You can see what critic rated what. I don't know if I can find. Okay, Miss Marvel and 98%. Wow, that's fucking insane. Let's see. How do I check? 98%. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people are. So basically, the reason it has a 98% is because 9 critics rated it extremely high, and not a single person on here. You can read the reviews. Like they type out reviews and everything. If you go on the Rotten Tomatoes website and you go to the show, you can go to the critics, so you can see exactly why they rated it so high. Some guy rated a 3.5 out of 5. Where did this guy rate it? This guy rated it. Oh, it doesn't even say. Some guy rated it a 5 out of 5. That's insane.
Who does that, bro? Chad, do you agree with these? Yes or no? Which ones do you think should be higher? Which ones do you think should be lower? Yep, Japan said wrong. Batman is peak.
Batman. Well, okay, Batman is peak though. He's not wrong. Batman is peak.
Yeah, Batman is peak.
I'll be honest. I think the Batman, just alone, the Batman is. I would say better than all Phase 4, but you got Spider-Man in there, bro. Just that movie alone kind of carries.
Yeah. No, but every movie I've watched after like the Batman, like going back to MCU. Like, a perfect example, dude. Me and Nick went from the season finale of The Boys. We watched that to Miss Marvel. Oh my gosh, we were just like joking around. We weren't even
Bored.
damn near watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
what's
literally the power of Nani. That's her power. She has the power of Nani.
What's crazy about Eternals? What I find is crazy. Now personally, I thought it was like one of the not as great MCU movies in Phase 4. But when Eternals was being made, they intentionally made this movie to try to compete with like other movies to win an Oscar. They purposely tried to design and make this movie Oscar worthy. And what's crazy is it has the lowest rating out of all these movies in the MCU. That's what I find crazy.
Yeah.
They tried to make the first superhero Oscar movie, but it's like the lowest rated movie.
That's just crazy how that works out, huh? Huh, Marvel.
The final fight scene though is pretty cool. The one with Icarus and they all team up and
It's
fight
cool,
him.
but that one alien had nothing. He served the story for no reason.
Yeah,
that one, the deviant.
Yeah.
It was stupid. I'm gonna be honest. The entire plot of that movie was kind of sped.
It really was.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, it didn't really play into. And it really didn't play into the story at all. The MCU story.
No, I agree. But other than that, do we have anything else?
I think that's about it. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of Marvel stuff. I mean, I don't blame them. They released a lot of shit. We have no Star Wars news. The only thing I can really say on Star Wars this week is the KOTOR remake, the Knights of the Old Republic remake, is put on hold indefinitely, which basically means that game is canceled. Very sad. Kind of shows that Star Wars doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Sad as always, but we already knew that.
Disney, why do you gotta ruin like good things, bro? This is why we can't have good nice things. It's because of fucking Disney.
I wouldn't say it's because of Disney, because Marvel is kind of popping off and Marvel's great. I think it's the people at Lucasfilm in particular, because Disney really doesn't have any say. The only thing Disney really has a say on it is whether or not it should be like overly violent or not. Because obviously, if Star Wars made a violent movie and Disney saw it, they're like, bro, this is not. You can't do this shit. So yeah, I think it's I don't want to say her name, but it's the president over there at Lucasfilm. She is the problem, and she has to go.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck her.
If you know, you know.
All right. Well, I guess that concludes the episode today. This might have been our longest stream
Without the interruption.
Yeah, we're sitting at an hour 40 right now. I think before we got cut off, we were already at an hour.
Damn.
So yeah, we fucking been talking for a fat minute, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well,
great things are coming. I think next week is gonna be not as newsworthy as this week, but I think Marvel is gonna continue to release more news just because it's Marvel. I don't think we're gonna get anything Star Wars related though this next week, so I'm a little saddened on that. But we are gonna see Andor very shortly.
And hopefully we get some more anime news too. Like I want to see what's up with. I want to say we might be getting another Chainsaw Man fucking trailer pretty soon here too.
Yeah, because it's releasing here pretty soon. Yeah. The Dragon Ball movie comes out pretty soon here in the US.
Yeah, in August.
I'm excited for that. We should go see that in Sacramento.
Definitely.
I'm down.
That'd be cool.
Anyways, it's been fun. You guys been awesome.
Leave a like on the stream, by the way. If you don't, I'm gonna come for you and solo your mother.
Yeah, yes, we're all gonna solo you guys, and go ahead and give follows on TikTok too. If you don't, we're soloing your dad as well.
Oh, whoa! That's not my thing. It's only moms. It's only milfs.
No. We're soloing everybody. We're gonna solo your dog as well. Your dog and cat.
I'll do that.
There you go.
All right.